Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a walk down the busiest part of Georgetown. We're going to start off this walk between Camp and
Come girl, where by bless mommy
if you're Guyanese, you know how the streets get busy during the Christmas season. Everything comes out, from picture frames to Christmas tree to toys. Everything you can think of, you can find it on these streets, Regent Street in particular. You don't need to go into the stores. You just walk on the streets and you could find anything that you need. But this year, I noticed that some of the streets aren't so busy as others because they had traffic police at different stops. So it reduces the amount of traffic in one area. But as for the people, you still find large amounts of people gathering at one place. Yes, some of them are wearing their masks, but others were not so cognizant of, hey, the safety guidelines. And yes, if you notice, some of the streets are pretty clear because right at the junction, they had police directing the traffic so that the traffic won't build up so much. So you had the opportunity to walk in the streets and spread out as much. So I'm walking down Regent Street right now. So that drumming sound that you're hearing in the background, those are the masqueraders. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of just a small group of them. Yep, they are the drummers, and then there's one of them who's dancing in front. So I'm going to take you in one of the stores where I usually purchase dresses at a reasonable price. And yes, I have to sanitize my hand before entering. And yeah, just going to scan because usually this place is always packed and it's COVID season, so I needed to go in and out. And there you can see one of the police officers directing traffic. You know, whenever you're shopping in Guyana, there's always a catchy slogan. And I just passed one. Buy something for them children, girl. Cheap man about. You always find something catchy. You notice the toys, there are clocks, and there's so many things. You don't need to go into these stores. When you walk down the street, it's just there at your disposal. There's carpets, there's mats, there's so many things there, and you just pass and you say, oh, can I have that one? I like that one, and you pay for it, and that's it. You don't need to go into the stores. That's one thing. So the streets are always crowded, so I'm trying very hard to go where there are less people, and it's not easy because there are so many people in Georgetown right now trying to do late minute shopping, which is a Guyanese tradition. So I'm heading closer and closer to Starbucks Market, and I want to show you how congested this place is. Honest, you won't even believe this. So yes, it might look scanty, but this area you don't get a set of people ganging up. But when you go just in front of Starbucks Market, there's no way for you to pass. So you have to find ways of getting through the crowd without being in the crowd. Yeah. So there is the market there. And Guyanese people know when you walk with children, you have to hold on to their hands. They can't hold your hands, you have to hold their hands. So you have to hold them and keep them close to you as possible, because in the congested areas, you could lose your child within a blink of an eye. So when you're taking them to get a toy or to do anything, you have to hold on to them really tight. So this is where it gets congested. As I walk closer and closer and notice that right there in front of me, there is so much people. Like, you can't even attempt to go in there. So what I had to do, because I need to go through the market to get to the boat, I had to literally go around, like find shortcuts on the stalls, around vehicles, just to pass. And you see, other people are doing the same thing. Just to get out of the congested areas, you need to find sleepy corners just to do your business and get out of central Georgetown because it's always crowded around this time. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. Not sneak peek, like what it usually is, honestly. In front of this market, it's always packed. It's always packed, and there's always so much to do. So yeah, that side, you see how it's jammed, and vehicles are not allowed to pass through there. So normally there's much space when you're walking through here, but during Christmas time and holiday, especially any holiday, the people usually come more on the road. They bring their stalls up closer, so no vehicle pass, only people, and then it's really congested because of that as well. So you could find your car strip, you could find clothes, you could find newspaper, you could find everything just on the road. Look, shoes galore, literally shoes. I think there's so much things you can find, and then as you go closer to the end, you notice that it's getting more congested, and this is where they sell most of the fruits. Apple, I think there they were selling 17 apples for 1,000 or something like that. Apples galore, apples and grapes. So this is a usual place you could find your apples and grapes, just in front of Border Market. And then you have your sweets and your nuts and whatever. But I'm going to take a shortcut and go through the market. Hopefully it's less congested in this area. So this is, I think, the first gate, not the main gate, the first gate. So I usually take this road to and from work, so it's not so congested, but I notice a lot of people are here, so I have to be dodging and dodging and dodging because you don't want to touch people during this time. So yeah, you could find everything. This is in Starbuck Market, and people are still shopping in the market. On the road, there's like so many people getting their stuff done. So you could buy your food in the market as well. There's food stalls. You could buy jewelry. Everything you need is just at Starbuck Market. You have the persons to repair your shoe, the shoe repairman. You could get your fish. You could get anything you need, anything. You just name it, Starbucks have it. You need medicine, it has there. The natural stuff is there. You need barbecue, right there. So this is my route to go to the boat. Right? So, and luckily, I don't have a lot of bags. I just have my shoulder bag and about 2 other bags with me. So I don't have a lot of weight because I ensure that I purchase my stuff early because I wanted to avoid this rush of getting things done late. Yes, it's a Guyanese thing to get things late, but sometimes you just want just that moment to relax and just relax. Yeah, so coming from work, you don't want this big heavy bag. So yes, I'm coming from work, so I'm heading home, and this is my usual route. Choose one of those. I don't go to the back because the scent from the gas is not too nice for me. I don't like the gas scent, so I usually sit right up in front so I could actually be the last one in the boat and the first one out the boat. So, and the view is spectacular. So I had to turn the camera so you could get the full view. That's the bowman. He ensures that the driver see where he's going. I'm talking so much, but anyways, I hope you enjoy my tour from Camp and Region through the market to the busy streets. I didn't show you any didn't take you too much in the stores because once again the stores are crammed. So that's west side, the best side. There's other boats on the water. So nice. And that's a harbor over on the other side. Thank you for doing the Christmas Eve walk down Regent Street. yes, it was a bit crowded, and if you're Guyanese and you're accustomed to walking around these streets, you know how it feels, that joy that you get. So thank you for taking that walk with me, and I'll be getting off at the next stop. This is the West Side, Region 3, Region. So this is a plus for me. I get to come off the boat first. So yes, the last will definitely be the first. But sometimes might be you might get overtaken by someone who's sitting next to you. If you're slow, you stand up. You're going to get overtaken. But if you're pretty quick on your feet, you just jump up and then you just walk off the boat and you pay your fare and take the walk of walks. So this is the Stellan. It's pretty strong and old. So it's been around for a while. And once again, you will boot up with a lot of clothes. So if you want clothes for the holiday, it's there. And you notice the police officer keeping the peace. Yeah, so you get clothes in a way. They got clothes for everything. Everything you need. Everything you need. Here. So that's my usual afternoon walk from work. So sometimes I would catch the public transportation and sometimes I walk down Camp Street, then down Regent Street through the Starbucks Market to the boat, and then I usually catch one of these buses here and it takes me home. So yep. So thanks once again for subscribing if you have subscribed to my channel.